Hey, what's up? I.A.N is who I am. Welcome back to New Entry Wrestling Podcast. Every episode, I'm mixing up crazy matches, making wild picks, and having a blast crafting dream wrestling shows. It's unpredictable, it's exciting, and it's all about the passion for wrestling. Let's dive in and see who comes out on top. Select the matchups that deserve the spotlight. It's time to make your choice, this or that. And with me right here is Bobby the whatever, what it do? Damn man,
Am I coming in clear?
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out in post.
Yeah, that's when I'm gonna find out. That's how I know I have an episode. Like, guess what, guys? We got the audio. Man, how's it going, Bobby?
It's going good. We got some exciting things coming up.
Facts. All right, so let's start off with match one. Here is the opening match, or I should say, which one is going to be the opening match, right? For your My Dream event, it's going to be a Lifeguard Tag Team Throwdown. All right, so here's the first. Basically, here's the first option, right? Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn teaming up, going against the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins.
Dawkins.
Dawkins. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Dawkins.
Dawkins. Okay.
Sounds like you're saying.
That's why I said Dawkins at first, and then to be fair, I did have Dunkin' Donuts earlier. So, all right. So Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus the Street Profits, or that which is going to be Natalya and Maxxie versus Naomi and Chelsea Green.
I was not really sure what to expect when you said the lifeguard
Lifeguard.
match. So I was like, ooh,
Do you know what a lifeguard match is?
no.
So it's basically a lifeguard. It's a lumberjack match.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because this is a beach theme, so
SummerSlam.
yeah,
I got it. All right.
it's
I'm
a.
put your foot down. Anyways, it does not change my answer. I'm going to go with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Street Profits.
Okay.
Just overall thing, I don't think and it might have happened. Probably happened during that pandemic era, but I probably never saw it.
I don't what Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens against the Street Profits. Have we
I
ever
don't.
seen
I
that?
don't think that ever happened.
Well, there we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. That's
Um,
what I mean. That's the whole purpose of this game is to
yeah,
make it excitement and to make you be like, ooh, which match would you pick?
that is not to put any disrespect on the
My
women's
own,
match
yeah.
show, because I think, especially now with their current personas going, their current gimmicks, I think Naomi and Chelsea Green would be a hilarious combination.
Yeah.
With Naomi being like
Why are you
a
acting like
psycho,
this? Yeah, why are you?
and Chelsea just being Chelsea.
Yeah, like
That'd
Chelsea
be-
will make it work. Like,
It's very similar to how Piper and her got started. Like Piper
yeah,
came in super serious. I'm taking this title, and this is my tag title now. And Chelsea's like, well, she's strong, so all right, that
yeah.
works for
And then
me.
when Chelsea became the United States champion,
Piper was able to get much more
right?
goofy
To
with it, but still stay that strong.
but that's her part where it's like
Exactly.
you are the singles champion. And so it's like, yeah, I should be your bodyguard, you know. So it works.
It really works.
Yeah, and I like that because normally and it'll be the other way of, oh, it's time for you to turn heel. And it's
Yeah,
like,
we
why?
don't need Piper to.
Yeah, and it's like, why would I want to turn heel if I'm with the person who's champion? Isn't that the goal?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, like we're both like this person's because of us teaming up together, one of us was able to become a single champion. Why would we split that up? It's like you getting into a relationship, and it's like because of you, I was able to get that promotion, you know? So it's like, why would I end that relationship with you?
Yeah.
You know, or why would I cause you to lose that? You know, it just doesn't make sense. But all right, so that's the one that you're going with. Uh, damn, which one am I gonna go with? I'm gonna go with Natalya, Maxine Dupree versus Naomi and Chelsea Green. All right, Bobby. Match two. It's called Surfs Up Showdown. Okay, it's just a regular
Yeah.
match. so, so what's gonna be your second match? All right, because right now for your first match, you say you're going to go with the tag team. Well, I mean, obviously it's a tag team match. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
With the boys.
Yeah. So you're going hard. You're going boom. You're going strong. And then I'm starting off with more of the entertainment side because I got Chelsea Green, Naomi, Natalya, Maxine. They're going to be doing Maxine's going to be doing the spots, and then Natalya's going to be doing the wrestling. Um, so now for this one, it's going to be more on the high spots or on the entertainment spots. So basically, here are your two options. Rey Mysterio versus AJ Styles or Jey Uso versus Chris Jericho. What's going to be your second match?
All right. Second match. I love the thought of Ray and AJ going at it.
Right.
But for a second match, especially after what I've got going with the tag team, I might just have to see. And again, this is totally based off of what story they can build. I really
Right.
can't picture one, but I'm just gonna throw it out there with Jey Uso and Chris Jericho. I mean,
Yeah, because I think that's a good one. What era of Chris Jericho? If we're doing fantasy booking. Now and then also for Jey Uso, are we doing the Yeet Master? Are we still doing the Yeet? Or are we doing the main event? Because I think I know Jey Uso still calls himself the main event and all that, but my version of the main event, Jey Uso, is the Bloodline version.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When he was still with
Right, with Roman.
a little bit after that.
Right.
So
So
I'd
there,
probably go with that Jay.
the main
Bloodline,
event.
Main event.
Yeah,
Jay.
that's the one. I don't get me wrong. The Yeet version of Chris Jericho, I like. I mean, Chris Jericho of Jey Uso, but him going against Chris Jericho, I only see that you made the list version.
Yeah.
You know,
fair.
that's the only
That's the only
the
way
only
now.
storyline wise. Or you know what? The 2008, the suit.
That's the one I was.
I
going to
was
bring
that.
up. I
You
was
know
gonna
what?
bring up the suit.
Yeah.
If it's main event,
That
That's
one's
a
a
solid
that's a
picture right there.
solid one right there. Damn. I just go yeah. That suit one. Okay, yeah, the suit. So there you go, Jay. So we both agree on that one then. Jey Uso versus Chris Jericho then for the second match. But you feel like that's I'm gonna ask you later on.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a question later on. So right at this moment we both agreed Chris Jericho and Jey Uso. All right, so I feel like you're gonna love this one. So match 3 is love. I'm calling it Love and Chaos mixed tag team. Which team is crashing the beach party? Because remember, it's a theme event. Is it gonna be this Triple H and Stephanie McMahon versus Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella, or that Rhea Ripley and Edge versus John Cena and Nikki Bella?
Let me get that first match again.
Triple H and Stephanie McMahon versus Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella, or Rhea Ripley and Edge versus John Cena and Nikki Bella in a Love and Chaos mixed tag team match.
I think with the whole authority thing going on, it definitely has to go with Triple H and
Stephanie.
Stephanie versus Daniel Bryan and
Yeah, because Stephanie and Brie, they got that history and they faced each other SummerSlam 2014. And then Daniel Bryan, Triple H, they got that rivalry, that old school rivalry. Even it's funny, even at that time, I'm surprised they never had a match.
yeah.
A mixed tag team match. Everybody thought it was gonna happen. Never did. And then Rhea Ripley and Edge.
That's more like a mentor kind of deal. So it's
I was gonna have Lita.
that changes things.
So okay, so if I do Lita and Edge versus John Cena and Nikki Bella, then
yes, that makes it a significantly better match.
so that makes it more of a love chaos
I
match.
say a better match because I mean
The story, and then
the
yeah,
story.
the story of it. So okay, so leading up to the match, we'll do Rhea. So how about would you do Rhea Ripley and Edge, and then last minute Lita, or fully? Let's just go with Lita straight on to the match
I'm gonna give it two ways. If you can,
because you even have Lita
if we,
building up and then replace her with Rhea.
yeah, either one honestly works. But if you're gonna do Rhea and Edge, John's got to be with a girl he thinks can be on the come up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Almost like what they did in NXT, where Paul Heyman was backing Braun Breaker, John Cena was
Mm.
backing Carmelo. So John's just got to find a girl that fits his.
It would have to be Becky because it would be Edge is bringing up Rhea, and then John would bring up Becky. Remember how John and Becky had that moment, and then Becky's like, "I don't need you, like you can't see me." At least that kind of way, where it's like, um, they'll work together leading up to that match, but then after the match, it was like, "I never needed you in the first place, John. I did this all by myself."
Becky does
So
that a lot.
yeah, so but in this, you know,
Man,
this isn't one of this is yeah this is but so at this moment, which one of these two would be the option? Rhea Ripley Edge versus John Cena Nikki Bella. Um, I mean that's the one that you're going with.
Yeah,
That's the one that you agree, right?
with that one.
All right, yeah, that's the one I'm going with too. So me and Bobby, we got SummerSlam 2019 in the background. No audio and all that stuff due to copyrights, but we got it in the background for the show. And while we were watching this, I realized that Brock Lesnar is the only person that had WrestleMania rematches happen at SummerSlam. He hit the first one was with Kurt Angle, WrestleMania 19, and then SummerSlam, but didn't close out the show. But it was still a main event match. And I think again it was WrestleMania 34 with Roman. So 34 and then again at SummerSlam for the same title, Universal title. And then they both closed out the show. And then right now, Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar. But Brock Lesnar was open up was the opening WrestleMania or was the opening main event for WrestleMania. so the yeah, and then now he's closing WrestleMania. So he has done a lot when it comes to WrestleMania, open and close. The only thing he hasn't done. Oh, and he even no, he was supposed to open SummerSlam, but it ended up being the second match. All right, Bobby. Match four is damn. That's not what match four. What happened? Match four is Queen of the Coast, which doesn't make sense because none of these ladies are from. I don't know if there are any from the coast, but but anyways, here are the options. You know, which of these women matches is stealing the spotlight? We got Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. Hey man, that match we were supposed to have. That match was supposed to happen at SummerSlam, and they changed or canceled it or whatever. And then, or that Tiffany Stratton versus Sasha Banks. So Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus, Tiffany Stratton, or Sasha or Trish Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus, or Tiffany Stratton versus Sasha Banks.
They both are Trish.
Yeah, there's too many. Yeah, that's why I got confused. Who? Come on, ever gotta write this better for me.
I'm gonna go with. I gotta go with Sasha Banks and
Tiffany Stratton, really?
Yeah, honestly,
I think that would be a banger match. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really thinking. I mean, storyline Sasha's or Mercedes Monet.
I don't think the story is there for any of these matches. I mean, Becky Lynch and Trish did have that story, but realistic, I was just more excited to see Becky and Trish.
Yeah, it was more.
Yeah, right, going at it, and it was like, damn, a dream match and all that. So that's all I cared for. But as a match itself, I wasn't really caring. I was like, eh. But yeah, I was bummed out that the match wasn't going to take place at SummerSlam that in
Yeah.
Detroit when we went. So, but Tiffany Stratton versus Sasha Banks, man, I think that'd be a
that could
fire
catch.
match.
That could catch
And this is
everyone's
match
eye.
4. So this is after your mixed tag team match. So even if the crowd is not loving, because you say you're gonna go with the Rhea Ripley Cena, I think that's still gonna be a fire match.
Still gonna,
That's still gonna be a fire match.
solid match.
Yeah.
It's not gonna. Will the fans like? Oh yeah, match of the night. Absolutely not.
Right.
But are they gonna be like, all right, cool? Like
The story, they're gonna make it work. Yeah.
Exactly.
So even if you go with Triple H and Daniel Bryan, the only problem with that one, that's gonna be like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, Triple H is gonna want to have.
Stephanie in that.
Yeah. Stephanie, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't really, yeah. And Brie Bella is a good worker, but not 30 minutes. So that's the other thing. So it's like who's doing all the work is Triple H and Daniel Bryan. So and then with the other match, Edge and Rhea Ripley, or even if you go with Lita and going against Cena and Nikki Bella, that's a good 15 minutes match. Even if they go 30 minutes, it's like, but they'll make it work, you know? So yeah, Tiffany and Sasha Banks. That's like the workhorse match.
That's gotta bring up the show.
Yeah, even if you give them like 15 minutes.
And Tiffany's going over.
Oh damn! All right, now we're getting close to the main event. So this is the code main event right here. This is match 5. This is the Legends in the Riptide. I don't know what the hell that means. God damn, ever. Which battle shakes the sand? Shut up. Oh, this Randy Orton and Roman Reigns. Oh, so this is a tag team match, all right?
Okay, got it.
This is a tag team match. So it's Randy Orton and Roman Reigns teaming up to go against Kane and Matt Hardy.
They can't see my face right now, but you really could have said anybody else, and I was not expecting Matt Hardy right there.
Or that Edge and The Undertaker teaming up. So it explains Kane and Matt Hardy versus CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Yeah, so it's Edge and The Undertaker versus CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, or Randy Orton, Roman Reigns versus Kane and Matt Hardy. So I guess so. This is what happened. I guess this is Roman Reigns and Randy faced each other 2014, right?
Yes.
Kane and Matt Hardy faced each other at SummerSlam 2004. So it's like 10 years apart. Edge and The Undertaker both faced each other. And then at SummerSlam, right? CM Punk and Drew McIntyre both face each other. And in a way, Punk walked into the match as Bret Hart and Drew was The Undertaker.
Yes.
So.
I mean, I'm just gonna go straight forward. We're gonna go with Edge and Undertaker.
There's like so much backstory into that match. And you're going with Edge and The Undertaker? Yeah. Do you remember any of those two? But by the way, like, you know, what else, you know, when you hear these wrestlers, what else comes to mind? You know, especially when you hear these types of matches. Is this something like, you know, like, is that a unique tag team match to you? Because I feel like back in the 80s and 90s, we used to have a lot of unique tag team matches. Even in the early 2000s.
Definitely when I started watching it, I feel like your average Monday Night Raw had like
Cena and Triple H teaming up.
Two people that were beefing, and they were forced to team up against two people that may have been beefing, or they were an actual tag team.
Even baby faces didn't like each other. Mm-hmm. That was like, well, I guess we're teaming up tonight, and it's like, yeah. so that's why I like these kind of tag team matches.
That's a similar vibe I'm getting from that.
Right.
Like, it's two people that are beefing, but they're all like very well could be in the main event picture.
And you heard what I just read right now, the Roman and Randy Orton, they teamed up And then the reason why they're going against Kane and Matt Hardy because 10 years ago from what they had their match, that it's like a 10-year apart from when they
Yeah.
had their match. And now it's like something like that is a story where they could do as well.
That's fair.
Where it's like, oh, why are you having this match at SummerSlam? It's like, well, this is the reason why. And it's like, damn, that's a good ass story right there. There's more behind it, especially damn, Brock Lesnar just poor Seth. Ooh, damn, Brock just stomped Seth Rollins right in the hip. So, all right, so Edge and The Undertaker versus CM Punk and Drew McIntyre is the one that you're going with.
Yeah, we're going straight star power and two people that have put on multiple matches with each other, and there's definitely history behind it.
So I agreed as well. Edge and The Undertaker versus CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Plus the drama with Edge and The Undertaker teaming up, the history, the rivalry. Same thing with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. And
add in CM Punk versus The Undertaker. I mean,
that's
going on.
So
the only ones we haven't gotten or didn't get was Drew versus The Undertaker.
We did.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, but that was
Roman Reigns. Yeah. Drew McIntyre. But that was a unique tag team match as well. Yeah. Undertaker and Roman Reigns teaming up to go against Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon. I totally forgot about that match. Damn. I wasn't expecting. I thought he was gonna be. He's still holding it.
Oh, yeah, he's been doing that for 3 minutes now. for all I know, he could have been doing that the entire match and just loving this.
When I was trying to say, I was like, I thought by the time I see him, he'll be done. But it's like, oh no, he's still doing it.
Oh, he stopped.
Yeah,
he's stressing.
Oh yeah, he's stressing now.
That's why we love Paul.
I was listening to the one that we did to the reaction to the CM Punk and The Undertaker, and I was laughing when we said that when Paul said, "What happened?" I was just dying. Oh man, that was a good one. Alright, so now it's time for match 6, man. It's the main event. The battle for the Beach Supremus. Supremus? Supremus?
I'm not reading it, but Supremacy?
Supremacy.
Right?
Supremacy. Battle for Beach Supremacy. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
We got there.
Suppress.
Shut up, college.
Ever did. Ever was the one who went to college. Oh man, ever. So this is what he wrote. If Brock Lesnar and The Rock each picked one tag team partner from Cody Rhodes, John Cena, and Seth freaking Rollins, who would you pick for each side? And the one who doesn't get picked, the one who doesn't get picked becomes the guest referee for the match. Ooh, damn.
Okay.
Damn. John Cena, Cody Rhodes, and Seth freaking Rollins. That's it.
I'm trying to think, because honestly, this could be a great main event now.
Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes did team up against Roman Reigns and Solo the night after.
And then Brock turned.
Did they? Oh yeah.
The match never happened.
Oh yeah, the match never became official. That's right. Because remember, that match was supposed to originally happen. The first ever match was supposed to happen at SummerSlam. But then they happened at Backlash in Puerto Rico instead.
Yes. Okay, so going off of that, like I said, I think this could happen right here, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be a wrestling match? No. Half of those guys.
Hell no, it has to be a tornado, no disqualification match.
It should be bloodline rules.
Bloodline rules.
Anything happens, but I'm going to go with The Rock and John Cena. Right? I feel like they're already
Nice.
kind of tied in together.
Right.
Hasn't really happened, but I mean, they're still connected with whatever anyone says.
I'm gonna be honest. I think this whole Rock and Cena is just part of the Cena. I'm here to ruin wrestling for you
Yeah, I mean that was
because he explains. Because what's the whole goal with what's his name? Tyrus, not Tyrus. Tyrus Scott. What's the
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott? There you go.
Reese Halliburton.
Tyrese Cruz. I don't know who I was thinking of. But anyways, damn, who's the rapper's name? Travis Scott.
Bringing in someone
Right, because
no one wants to see.
yeah, why bring him out for his match against Cena? That and to say what Cena's been saying, I'm here to ruin wrestling. So I think that's all it was with The Rock. But
Yeah.
but let's just say either way, if it is just to ruin the whole thing of wrestling, or there is something to it, then yeah, this could lead to something going on right now. Same thing with Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes, because that's they never teamed up.
That was going to be my next
Yeah.
one, though. I was going to go with Brock and Cody. One, that was supposed to happen. Their match at SummerSlam ended with, a handshake.
Right.
The hand approval. Cody's getting over Brock Lesnar, who we saw him
Mm-hmm.
destroy The Rock, destroy John Cena. There we
Mm.
go. And then Seth, just overall, we've seen him be a guest referee.
Right.
And having him almost pick a side, like, he doesn't like The Rock. Doesn't like John Cena.
But he respects Cena.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Respects Brock.
Respects Brock. But does he want to see Cody win?
Right. He doesn't want any of those people.
Seth wants to win.
And think about this. Let's just say we're the factor in this match. Right? Damn, you picked these two and not me.
Exactly.
No matter whoever, because again,
you could
have had me as your tag team partner. You could have had me. So imagine picking Seth Rollins. You're not even picking Seth Rollins, because that's how he gets the position of being a guest referee. So that's going to be a factor for Seth Rollins. For Cody and Cena, it's going to be like, that's fine.
All right, they're going to call that.
Yeah. They're not going to care. So, but you know what? A factor that I didn't really consider. So imagine this. Now, I can only see The Rock and Cena. Damn, Seth Rollins on the top. What is he going to do? Frog splash? Oh, snap.
The table didn't break.
It better, right? Can you imagine? I think Brock would be embarrassed of that. So I never really considered this. The Rock and Cena teaming up to go against Brock and Cody. I can only see that if The Rock and Cena are babyface and Cody and Brock are heels trying to, ruin the company. And then because I see Rock and Cena more of the WWE than Cody and Brock Lesnar. I see them big names, but they were big names outside of WWE, or they were names in WWE, but they used their WWE names to become for other things, and they became popular that way. But they weren't using that name, because Cody Rhodes wasn't going out saying he was Cody Rhodes. He was going out there saying Cody, but you knew who he was. Same thing with Brock Lesnar. That's his real name. So
second frog splash.
Damn. Seth Rollins has a beautiful frog splash.
Very good frog splash.
Once again don't understand why it's not a finisher. Just for him to do a curb stop doesn't make sense. You would think curb stop then frog splash.
Oh, that'd be a great song.
Yeah. I really thought that was it. Why did I have anxiety? We act like this is going on right now. So, back to the main event of the question of my dream event. But you know what else I see? I see Seth Rollins and The Rock teaming up. Because I would love, not as a final boss, the Hollywood Rock. 2002 Rock and Seth Rollins. That would be a nice team. And then for Brock, Damn, would Brock and Cena be a good team?
It'd definitely be entertaining, but I just don't see them like in any way like I really just don't know. I feel like they're very
I think it would have to be Brock and Cody,
yeah,
and then the
they,
Rock.
there
Rock.
it is.
Oh, there you go. Seth Rollins curb stomps Brock Lesnar to win back his Universal Champion. Well, Seth Rollins, you're gonna be a special guest referee. I'm sorry. so, 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 sorry, Seth. You won the Universal Champion, but for this game and this fantasy booking, you're gonna be a special guest referee. But me and Bobby, the whatever, we're trying to figure out who's who's gonna be whose partner. So, I'm gonna go with Brock and Cody against the man. Oh, you know what? I'm Brock and Cody versus The Rock and Seth Rollins, and have John Cena as the special guest referee, and then have John Cena AA everybody. Nah, damn. No, I can't. But then Seth Rollins could curb stop everybody. Yeah. So, and then if we're doing, and then if this is part of John Cena's last tour, would you want him to be, having this stream match? But if he wasn't in his last tour, would you still consider him being in this match? That's a tough one. You know what? John Cena. I'm going with John Cena. Cody Rhodes, John Cena. Cody Rhodes, John Cena. No, Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. Yeah, so Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar versus The Rock and John Cena. Seth Rollins is going to be the special guest referee. That's my pick. Who are you picking?
Going with the exact same thing.
Exact same thing. All right. Now, for the main event, we do have a few bonus rounds. We're trying to find out who is the quest for the best, right? That's what we're trying to figure out up next. So here are the questions, right? Which of these wrestlers from this match would you want to meet and greet backstage? The Rock, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar, and Seth freaking Rollins. For me, ooh, damn, that's a John Cena. I'm gonna go with John Cena. John Cena for me.
John Cena is such a good pick, just for the sheer fact that longevity, all that stuff, and then like I feel like whenever I see John Cena meeting someone or he's doing an interview, it's
Right.
you get so much out of him. Like
Mm,
he's having like genuine conversations.
right. Okay.
So I might just have to go with John Cena.
And I
Like,
feel
I will
you're right.
say Seth Rollins and like Brock Lesnar are like just like
Aren't you a Chicago Bears fan?
yep.
I
That's
feel
why
like you would.
I had a great
Yeah.
conversation with
Yeah.
Seth. Seth would be more like I really want to meet him. That'd be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Brock, just the pause. The sheer size of it. I need to meet that man.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, we saw him live. He walked out. I'm like, there's no way that man is like everyone else. I'm like kind of squinting, like, oh yeah, they're coming out. They're there. You can very clearly tell that's Brock.
Brock Lesnar. Yeah.
And Cody and The Rock can just go do whatever, I guess.
Don't get me wrong. It'd be cool to meet The Rock. Yeah.
Cody seems like such a nice guy.
Yeah.
And like similar idea, I feel like you'd have a pretty good conversation with him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like you said with John Cena, it's just like that's all I need. Don't get me wrong. Would I ever want to have John Cena and interview him and do something like this? Sure. As a guest.
10 minutes and just like,
But honestly, I just really need 10 minutes. Unless this is something he's down to do, which I hardly doubt. It's more of a Q&A. I feel like Cody Rhodes is the only person that would actually sit down and do something like this with me, So that's how I feel. So, but obviously this is a meet and greet backstage. So you're meeting them backstage. Yeah. Post match before or after, whatever the case is. It's like, you don't really have that much time. So it's like John Cena's the best one to go. So All right. Now, same wrestlers, obviously. So all these questions obviously apply to the top five wrestlers that are in
Hmm.
the main event. So here's the next question: who do you think has the best theme song to pump to pump you to pump you up for a workout? Hold on. What do
What's
you?
this theme song doing to me? Up in my what?
that's, that's why I'm so confused. What is it pumping, bro? So I guess what music do you bump to? What would you bump? What music would you work out to?
Okay, there we go. All right.
What music would you work out to? Brock Lesnar, The Rock, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, or Seth freaking Rollins?
I feel like with all of them, I mean, you could listen to any of them. They all got great theme songs and like great just theme songs that you could
How
just play
about
out
how
loud.
about this? So let's do this. Which one are you listening to? The gym. Which one are you listening to? Like all right, walking into the gym. So basically your entrance. Which one are you like actually? What's your cardio? I don't know if you do cardio. And then which one are you doing weights to? And which one are you going home to?
Weights. Well, I'm just gonna jump. You know what? Let's start with the entrance. That makes the most sense. Let's start with entrance. I mean, he's walking in right now. We're starting Raw right now. I'd say Seth Rollins
Seth
would be
Rollins?
a fun one. No, I feel like I gotta change it up because I gotta be honest.
I would
There's a
do.
few
Yeah.
times where I've walked in and the final boss's like music is playing,
Mm-hmm.
and like when you open the doors and the drums start hitting when you realize like, oh, he's changing his theme song.
Right.
That just works so many times. I'm like, all
Uh
right, yeah, I'm ready.
you
Like
ready?
I walked in,
Okay.
move out of my way. So
Mm.
I feel like that's definitely got to be the walk in, and that one's definitely a lot more calm compared to the other ones. It's not like rock,
It's
like
like it's kind of
screaming.
like Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is like
It's slow.
it's
It's
this
it's
is
giving presentation.
yeah, this is what I would walk to the gym or the
Mm-hmm.
cardio where it's like, oh, I'm in the last 3 minutes of my cardio. After this, I'm gonna go lift some weights. So for me, like, um, so let's start with so let's start with Seth Rollins since you brought it up. Seth Rollins, where would you place him then?
Seth Rollins, I think, could work for definitely work for cardio.
Cardio?
Yeah, just so it's easy
Interesting.
to listen to
Seth Rollins
and
would
just
be, I think Seth Rollins for me would be my go home, my like finish up your rap
yeah,
because
that's
yeah,
not a crazy idea.
because it's
That
like
that
burn
works.
yeah, because it's like burn it down and you got the
Yeah, but you
drums.
do cardio at the end, so it's like that's
Mm,
right before I go home.
okay,
So that's kind
okay.
of my wrap it up too.
So do you do
And
cardio?
then go home.
Okay.
So guess
So
guess
basically, so basically your starter will probably be the rock for your cardio, and then your going home
mhm.
is burn it down for your workout for that section then.
Yeah, exactly.
So okay. That's fair because everybody has different workouts anyway.
Exactly.
So yeah, I guess for the rock I'll do cardio. Brock Lesnar is definitely weights.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta throw that one.
definitely.
Dun, dun, dun.
John Cena, I think John Cena is John Cena and Brock could be weights.
Yeah, that works for both. Oh,
Cody Rhodes, I think Cody Rhodes is um the entrance,
okay.
walking into the gym to get started, to get you hype. Like
Yeah,
this is my, like this is your kingdom and all that. Cause you haven't trying to have that mindset, especially in your
yeah, you're
gym.
trying
You're
to
trying to
get
get in
into
the
the zone.
zone and
Yeah,
all that. So all right, yeah. So that's how you go. Um, but which out of these is the best one to work out then? So if you had to pick one, and you're like this is whatever saying you're doing like a 20-minute workout, and this is the only song you're listening to, which song would it be?
I would say I
I'm
would have
doing
to just go with the
yeah,
rocks.
because I was good because it's no lyrics.
Yeah, like that one you can just like have like Whether you're going crazy with the weights or you're doing
Right.
whatever, that one just works all around.
Yeah, I agreed. So, all right, The Rock gets the W on that one. And in your opinion, who has the most devastating finisher in this group? Or which one's your favorite move? The rock bottom, the attitude adjustment, the crossroads, the F5, or the curb stomp?
Curb stomp, when done right, like can look
Mm.
fantastic.
Who's
But
who's your favorite wrestler who has taken that move? Or at least a match. It has to be a match or a moment that you were like, "Ooh, that was
I
done beautiful."
I mean, I can't even call it a curb stomp, but my brain first goes back to the Royal Rumble this year when he realized he was eliminated and like Roman was distracted with Punk and Montez
Oh,
just went both feet straight to the back of Roman's head and like just
mm,
stomped him out.
like it was
Like,
personal.
yeah, like I wouldn't even call that bang. That was attempted.
No, dude.
That was wild.
So that was a while, that curve stop.
Yeah, like
Okay.
if
The
it
Royal
all looked
Rumble.
like that, yeah, that's got to take it. But other than that, I got to give it to Brock's at 5.
Ooh. Okay.
Brock
No,
giving it, Brock could hit every single person in this like list with it, and it would look like it killed them.
the only person personally who sells it the best, I mean, he only received it, I think, once, if I'm not mistaken, or a few times. But the one that was done beautiful was by The Rock when he took that F5 at SummerSlam, because they did a sequel. It was like he reversed the rock bottom and picked them up. Yeah, still hold on to the wrist from the rock bottom and picked them up and hit the F5 to become WWE champion. So that was a sick moment. So yeah, I gotta say F5 is the most devastating move. But my favorite move, um, here's the weird thing. It's not my favorite move, but it's kind of like, you know how you said about the curb stop. It's how they sell it. If it's
Exactly.
done right, same thing with the rock bottom. It's whoever sells it.
Oh yeah.
Triple H sells it right. The Rock, the Undertaker sells it right. Brock Lesnar sold it right. You know, so
Emotional impact.
yeah, sometimes not so much Stone Cold taking the move right, but he leads the move right. I don't know the right word for that. Throwing a blank. You know how like The Rock knows how to sell into the move.
Yes,
You
yes, yes.
know, so it's either reverse the Stone Cold Stunner or it's a distraction. You know, Stone Cold is being distracted, goes into the rock bottom, or the Rock will go for the rock bottom, but the Steve Austin will hit a couple elbow shots, gets out of it, and then still falls into the rock bottom because he turns back, he turns around, and then bam, he catches him again with it. You know, he doesn't usually just goes, oh, falls for it right away. Now here's the last question. If you could pick one of if you could pick one wrestler from this match to walk out as their manager, who would it be?
I'm gonna go ahead and walk John Cena out. I think that'd be
Ooh,
fun.
damn.
But I don't want
Heel,
heel John
he.
Cena.
Oh, you don't want heel John.
Heel John, no. Give me Super Cena.
Super Cena.
Sprinting down
You're
the street,
sprinting. You're doing all that.
saying hi to Stu.
You're gonna be like a wish, a make a wish kid.
The second I picked John Cena, I'm like, dang, I'm gonna come out looking like a make a wish kid. Now we're gonna go with it.
All right, Bobby. So now that was the main event. So now it's time to go back to our match card. The first match, the Lifeguard Tag Team Throwdown, which is basically a lumberjack match. You're going with the first option, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn teaming up, going against the Street Profit. I'm going with Natalya and Maxine Dupree going against Naomi and Chelsea Green. For match two, we both agreed to go with Jey Uso and Chris Jericho over Rey Mysterio and AJ Styles. For match three in Love and Chaos mixed tag team match, Which team crashes the beach party? Me and Bobby both agreed with Rhea Ripley and Edge. Well, we replaced Rhea Ripley with Lita. Card subject could change. So we went with Lita and Edge to go against John Cena and Nikki Bella over Triple H and Stephanie McMahon versus Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella. Match 4, the Queen of the Shore or the Queen of the Coast. Which woman match steals the spotlight? Me and Bobby agree with Tiffany Stratton versus Sasha Banks over Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. Match 5 is the Legends in the Riptide. Which battle shakes the sand? I don't know why he why he came out with this title, because this is like a rivalry grudge match, but whatever. We and Bobby both agree with Edge and The Undertaker versus CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. So it's a tag team match. Edge and The Undertaker are teaming up to go against CM Punk and Drew McIntyre over the team of Randy Orton and Roman Reigns going against Kane and Matt Hardy. Match 6 is another tag team main event. And the question is if Brock Lesnar and The Rock each picked one tag team partner from Cody Rhodes, John Cena, and Seth freaking Rollins, who would you pick from each side, and who doesn't, and the one who doesn't get picked becomes the guest referee. I picked John Cena. Bobby, who'd you pick again?
For The Rock?
Yes. Or I picked.
Also went with John Cena.
Oh, for The Rock, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we ended up with the same decision for that one.
So for The Rock is John Cena. Brock Lesnar was Cody Rhodes, right?
Yes.
So yeah, and then Seth Rollins is going to be the special guest referee. Exactly. So now, who's going over? Let's go with the first opening match. Who's going over, Kevin Owens or the Street Profits?
I like this match because whether or not it could either be for tag titles or not.
Yeah, because it's fantasy booking. This is a
big match. I can see.
You could. It's whatever you. Yeah, it's a lumberjack match.
Spots right here.
Yeah.
But I want to go.
You could even have somebody in that lumberjack to be involved to cause them.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Street Profits going over on that one. I feel like that's
that's an interesting fact. That's an interesting choice.
A fun tag team to go over.
Well, for my match, I'm gonna go with Chelsea Green and Naomi getting the W over Natalya and Maxxie Dupree. Let's go on to match 2: Jey Uso versus Chris Jericho. Now we both agreed. I don't know if we both agreed, but I know we discussed it. I'm going with the Yeet Jey Uso going against Chris Jericho, but the 2008, the suit and tie Chris Jericho. I believe, was he still called? What was that?
He was still Y2J.
Y2J, right? Yeah, I think he was still Y2J at that point.
Transitioning out of it, but when he came back, yeah.
When he came back, he became the best in the world, or Save Us. No, that was before.
Yeah, that was
I think from then, that's when he became the best in the world at what he does. I mean, that was always his the gimmick.
But no, I totally agree. I want.
You know who Roxanne reminds me? Vanessa Hudgens.
I can see that. Yeah, looks wise for sure.
Yeah. And then R-Truth, I think like the whatever he's portraying, it was supposed to be Travis Scott. Jey Uso, the Yeet, or Chris Jericho. I think I'll go with Jey Uso. Having win with a roll up after, Chris Jericho trying to go for the walls of Jericho and get a win like that, like a roll up.
Yeah, that could be good. I'll go with the same thing.
Our match 4: Tiffany Stratton or Sasha Banks, who's going over?
I'll go with Tiffany.
Tiffany?
Yeah. No reason behind it. I just like Tiffany.
That's the reason. That's the reason behind it. That's the reason. All right, I'm gonna go with Sasha Banks. I'm gonna go with Sasha Banks with this one. Hey, here's a serious question: how much of a time frame are you gonna give them? Because I feel like I said earlier, this is the workhorse match right here.
I could give it a solid 20 minutes.
I was gonna say the same thing. I think that's
20 minutes.
yeah. I would give him 20, but I think like give me 17 to 18. Like once that referee says we're at the 15-minute mark, start going home from that point. But if you go the 20-minute mark, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying after the 15-minute mark, go into your finish. So I would rather have the long dramatic sequel or something like that. So let's go on to match 5, tag team match. Edge and The Undertaker are teaming up. This is a rivalry between the two, going against another rivalry tag team match. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Who's going over?
I'm gonna go with Edge and Undertaker. Solely for the reason that CM Punk and Drew are probably gonna be beefing that whole match. So will Undertaker and Edge.
Right.
But to beat those two, I think they can get past it.
Yeah.
So just makes the most sense for Edge and Undertaker to go over on that one.
Yeah, I agree. And like you said, imagine the ending. Either Drew McIntyre accidentally, air quotes, Claymore CM Punk, and then Edge just go in there and just cover. Or it could be the other way around. Undertaker chokeslam Edge, and then, CM Punk could hit a GTS. And then Drew hits a Claymore on Punk and then covers Edge. Just to get that victory, because it's like, oh, so I think I'm gonna go with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Just for that ending right there, what I just said.
Yeah, that's definitely for a bigger build.
Yeah, because Edge would Taker chokeslam, because it's like, I'm tired of you, whatever, he just gets annoyed by it. They were working together to that point, chokeslam, pick him up, CM Punk picks up Edge, GTS, turns around, gets hit with a Claymore by his own tag team partner, and then gets up, hits a Claymore on Edge, or he could just go ahead and cover him right there after the GTS to go to sleep, CM Punk's finisher, and get the 3 count and win. So I think that's how I'm gonna go. So, but are you still going with the Edge and the Undertaker? Yeah, I mean, that's your dream, man. Who would get the W for your match?
Taker has to
Tombstone Power Driver.
I might take a page from yours, and maybe if we're treating it more like a tornado tag match, I know that's what the main event's supposed to be. But if Taker, goes for the finish and then Edge just steals the pin, I think that could also be.
Well, no, the main event's not a tornado tag team match.
Oh, okay, got
it. It could be, but if you would make this your tornado tag team match, you can.
Yeah, I might just keep it that way.
I feel like it's not necessary.
Yeah. But regardless, yeah, have Edge stealing the pin from Taker, and then
because he
can just blame each other for that.
Right?
No, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. Blah blah blah.
But like, even this is what I mean. Even like a tag team match like this, it's after it's done, you have a rivalry within these matches. This tag team match alone, you got Punk and the Undertaker, and then you have Punk, and Drew. You have like so many rivalries that you do, and Punk versus Edge as well. Match 6. Me and Bobby both are gonna go with Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes teaming up to go against The Rock and John Cena, and Seth freaking Rollins is gonna be the special guest referee. Who's going over?
I'm going with John Cena and The Rock.
Damn.
Especially if I'm going with, because how I pictured it was, final boss and heel Cena.
Right.
So if I want Seth Rollins,
so this is current. So this is you're doing a current. Oh, so this is Brock Lesnar with long hair.
Farmer / Viking.
Cowboy Brock Lesnar,
Exactly.
the Hell Cowboy.
And then if I want Seth, curb stomping everybody,
Right.
who's gonna crawl back in and actually take advantage of that and pin it? It's gonna be heel
Mmm.
Cena.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh, curb stomp on Brock Lesnar. And then Cena locks in the G. Either Cena
Making Brock Lesnar tap would
tap
be,
at or pass out,
yeah.
or Seth Rollins could do a screw job in the Rock, or Cena, one of them lock in the submission, sharpshooter or GT or STF, and then Seth Rollins calls for the bell,
Mm.
even though Brock didn't tap. But but the thing is, Brock Lesnar will have to do a F5 on Seth Rollins, son. So there will have to be a moment where Brock kind of snaps and then just F5s everybody, even Seth
Everybody hits
Rollins.
the finisher.
Yeah, everybody getting hit with an F5. Everybody getting hit with German suplex except for Seth Rollins. But I feel like yeah, that would lead to that, or again just a curb stop and then um locking in that submission move, and Seth Rollins doesn't have to screw because the curb stop is already enough.
Yeah.
He could just still raise the arm, and then it's like, oh damn, Brock Lesnar passed out, you know. And then you got Brock Lesnar snap on Seth Rollins for that, but I'm pretty sure Seth Rollins is gonna be gone by then.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm out. He's like, I'm gone. So I'm guessing that's how I would do it for
Yeah.
my booking. So
So you got The Rock and Cena going
yeah,
number two then.
yeah,
There we go.
screwing. Yeah, because the Seth Rollins screwing. But after the match, I will have Seth Rollins curb stomp The Rock and Cena.
Yeah.
And then that way Seth Rollins is on top. Walk out as a happy man. Burn the no, not burn the world down. Burn it down. All right, well, that's your main event. That's your show. Thank you, Bobby the whatever, my little bro. This has been New Entry Wrestling Podcast. I.A.N is who I am. And if you want to play along, hit me up on social media. Let me know. I don't know why I'm going to say that part. But anyway, yeah. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Hit me up on social media. Let me know your picks while you're at it. Tell me your picks for this or that. Until next time, keep the passion alive. Keep loving wrestling. Two to do's. I don't know. Thanks, Bobby the whatever.
Chee.
Jer.
I sneeze.